Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Colts and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people, but I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Dak going to start out going to the air. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes him manageable now.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is set away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That is caught by Lamb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hurled him to just a yard.
Prescott now on second down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Prescott now. Steps away to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
He did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Let's take it to the 25. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over first and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. That false start costly. Moves them back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. Prescott yet again. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like
touchdown Colts. Jelani Woods from 6 yards away. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the Colts 46-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now an option play on 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 1. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down in the yard. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and 5. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake, they'll look to throw, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
36-yard line. It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense...
There he goes, right side! And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He's going to keep this again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Sets up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. And they're not not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They go play action here on 1st down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to try and take off with it. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. Straight ahead, Gibson. To the 36-yard line, stop there. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he's going to use his legs here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back to throw. And he is caught on the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 34-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Gibson on the read option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
13-yard line.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But fourth down now.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Half the distance there, so that moves the ball from the 6 all the way back to the 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So a field goal on this drive could settle things. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, though a tie now seems hardly likely. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. Well, a timeout called for by the offense. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Colts now down by 5, a little over a minute to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one too low.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she